Hey, hey, oh my gosh. Falling on the floor. Some days, just our Monday, right? So, guys, how are you doing today? Happy St. Patrick's Day. Yes, yes, yes. All day. It's been a good day here in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, okay? I hope it's been a good day wherever you are. We actually set a high record here today for warmth. And within 48 hours, we got probably about 36 hours, we've got a blizzard warning going on. So, or a blizzard watch, something like that. So guys, if you are getting on here with me live, if you're catching a live up in the corner, please just let me know you're out there, number one. Give me a hello. Let me know where you might be watching from. And what are you doing tonight? What's for dinner? We're doing Italian sausage and shrimp. It's a quick one. Throw together easy. I'm going to fix some broccoli here in a little bit for a side. Once I get this going. And it's got to saute for a little bit. So while that's doing that, oh mercy, I am going to steam me some broccoli. I've got some frozen broccoli in the freezer, and that's where I'm going to get it out of, and we're going to steam it up and have it for dinner too. Some good fresh veggies. So guys, like I said, if you're getting on here with me live, please just type live in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. My name's Jan. I live in Nebraska. And I love sharing our low-carb to keto type lifestyle. I love sharing recipes, tips, tricks, ideas, all the things that make us a healthier version of us. You know what? We just are a healthier version of us these days. So tonight, this is what we're fixing, guys. This is what's for dinner. Italian sausage and shrimp, okay? Diabetic Eats with Jan. This recipe is over in my group. If you have not joined that group, but you'd like to have some recipes or something like that, maybe talking about the different sweeteners, the way we stay low carb, how to count net carbs, all the things that go into being low carb, then you need to join that group, okay? So you can search it in Facebook, Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave, or you can drop group in the comments. I'll leave you a link and you can request to join that way. That's a great way to do it too. But I like to have people request because otherwise Facebook doesn't really think you want in there. So they just don't add you. I don't know. Crazy. So what have I been doing here, guys? I put a couple of tablespoons of butter in my skillet. And what I did was I took a ring of kielbasa and I chunked that up about like so, and I browned that up a little bit, got it out, set it aside, and then I had some shrimp, and I put that in with a little bit of salt and pepper, and went ahead and not browned it up, but pinked it up so that it's done, pulled it out. Now what am I going to do with that? In that same pan, guys, I am going to take an onion. I've got an onion, and I just like to chop them like this. Now, if you don't like your onions that big, that's totally fine. You don't have to leave them like that. I'm going to put these in here. I like to break them up just a little bit, too, so that they're not big old chunks. But, and they will go ahead and break up in here. But I don't know. I'm one of those people. So, guys, like I said, if you're getting on here with me live, please just let me know that you're out there. And what's the weather doing where you are today? And then I'm going to add in a couple of colorful peppers. These were really big peppers. The recipe called for 3, but I'm like, holy moly, those peppers are huge. I'm just going to do 2. So now I've got the peppers in that same skillet, okay? And I'm just going to let these cook probably 5-ish or so minutes to get them to where I want. Just a nice, I don't want them mushy, but we like to have them a little bit crisp. So that's what I'm going to do with that. Now I'm going to just do a little bit of salt and pepper in with those too, okay? Just because, you know what, veggies need their salt and pepper, right? So Hey Claudette, how are you? How is the weather in Wisconsin? So guys, like I was saying, this recipe, Italian sausage and shrimp. Now, you can use whatever kind of, we didn't use Italian sausage, okay? This was, I shouldn't have thrown my package away. This is kielbasa that I grabbed at Aldi, okay? So it's just this. Now, I know they make this in a lot of different kinds. This is what we use. You can choose to use whatever you want. I know some of them are hot, some of them are not. But like I said, you do what you want to do as far as that goes. So I'm just sauteing these mushrooms and onions. I've got all my meat laying here. Now, when these, you know what? I think I'm actually going to put a lid on those. Beat them up just a little bit. So, oh my gosh, my thing is going bonkers tonight, or I'm going bonkers. I'm not sure which it is. So once these get done, guys, this is what I'm going to add in. Diced tomatoes. Now, this has the basil, garlic, and oregano in it. If you don't want to do that and you have diced tomatoes, you can use diced tomatoes. Add your own spices out of the cabinet. But this is where the Italian comes from. We didn't actually use Italian sausage. So all I'm going to do is, like I said, I'm going to cook these down a little bit. I'm going to add that in. Oh, this is smelling delicious. Peppers and onions. Doesn't get much better than that. It smells like I'm in a Mexican restaurant, not going to lie. But smells amazing. Smells like fajitas. And it kind of is, you know, whatever, but I'm going to add this on there. So guys, like I was saying, this recipe, Italian sausage and shrimp, Diabetic Eats with Jan, okay? I changed the name of the group to Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave a while back because Dave is my inspiration. Dave is my reason why, okay? Does anybody else out there have a reason why they do something? Yeah. Hi, Loretta. Oh, break at work. Yeah, I had a long day at work today, or it seemed long. It was no longer than it normally is. It just seemed long. It was Monday. What can I say? So, anyway, but Diabetic Eats with Jan is a group that I started over 6 years ago. It will be 7 years late summer that Dave and I started on some great supplements, some great products. We call it a duo. And they absolutely changed our lives. We were looking for weight loss, and what we found beyond weight loss with mental health, mental clarity, better moods, better energy, all those types of things were so phenomenal. And then after we got going a while, we started to see that, you know, cravings were going away and stuff like that. And it was really a lot easier to make this shift. Now, we've been trying to do low carb for a long time, but when you've got cravings for sweets and stuff like that, it's really, really tough. Hi, Nancy. So this was a big help for us. Now, if you need information about any of that I'm talking about, or if you want to talk to me a little bit more about what I was just talking about with what we found and stuff like that, drop duos in the comments and I'll get back to you with some information about them and we can just have a conversation. No pressure, promise. Okay? So, like I was saying, then I started the group because I loved trying all kinds of new recipes, and that's kind of what it started out with, was just kind of a recipe page, and it's kind of evolved into me, ooh, yikes, me listening to podcasts. I gotta wipe up the mess I made here. Those things are getting really steamy in there. Me listening to a lot of podcasts and just doing some deep dives, looking for lots of information about the low carb lifestyle and all the benefits that just the low carb lifestyle can bring to you. Okay. And I shared that information over there. Like I said, I've been doing some deep dives on sweeteners, where they come from, maybe a little bit about flavor, what they do, those types of things. And this information is information that I dig up on other websites. And like I said, I follow a lot of different people who, you know, relay that information on too. And it's really cool because, you know, like where I live, I have to drive 45 minutes to an hour to get into Lincoln or someplace like that if I'm going to Costco or something. So what I can do is while I'm sitting driving, I can listen to all these people talk about these different things. So it's really a great way to learn. I've read a lot of books. I've done a lot of things looking for, you know, just information. Now, as far as my group, guys, Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave, you do not have to be diabetic to be in that group. If you're looking for some recipes or ideas or, you know, just some information about cutting the non-natural, highly addictive, and that's exactly what sugars and some of those things are, guys. They are super highly addictive. What do we want to call it? Non-natural, I guess, is the thing. We are looking to be more natural, which is like this. Why I do what I do. So we want to make sure that we're getting as much of the preservatives, hey Marie, and the additives out of our diet. Okay, so here's what I got going, guys. Okay, we are making Italian sausage and shrimp. Okay, the Italian, I'm going to show you right here. I've got onions and peppers in there. Now, I've sauteed those to where I think they're going to be good, okay? The onions are caramelizing just a little bit. Oops, about dropped that one. And then, so I'm actually going to cut up a couple of these peppers because I think they're too big. I should have done that. So they're caramelizing, they're really good. Now, I'm just going to add these in, okay? The diced tomatoes. These actually, like I said, have the basil, the garlic, and the oregano. That's oregano. That's where this is, the name of this is coming from, okay, guys? So I'm just going to throw this in here, stir it around, okay? And I'm going to add these back in, okay? This is the kielbasa sausage and the shrimp going back in. Look at that. Now, I'm going to turn this down just to low, and we're just going to simmer this for probably 10 to 15 minutes. I just want all these flavors to come together without boiling it dry. I want to make sure some of those, the tomato juice is still in there for just a, you know, for us, for a nice meal. So I'm turning this way down to low, and I'm just going to simmer it, okay, with the lid on for, like I said, 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes. What I'm looking for is just to have everything done. Hey, Rebecca, I want it done, but I don't want it overcooked. And I gotta find a towel here. And I want all those flavors. I want the shrimp and everything to pick up the Italian seasonings, the basil and the garlic and the oregano flavor in there, and pull that into the shrimp just a little bit. So super simple, super easy. Actually takes longer to prep most of this stuff than it does anything else. Now, we always buy shrimp that is uncooked, and then I cook it just like I showed you guys. If you caught the first part of the live, that's what I did. Go back and watch these lives, guys. If you missed part of it, you can always go back and watch it. They're posted on my Facebook page. You can scroll through them. You can watch what I've got going on. Follow me, okay? If you enjoy what I'm throwing out here, make sure you tap my face. There's 3 dots up at the top somewhere, something that say follow, see first. Tap that follow button. because then you're always going to get notified when I go live, okay? Something else you can do is help other people out too. Share this video out. Tap that arrow